Welcome to Lipa Live. We are now live. Anybody that was on Facebook, you can go ahead and check it out at lipalive.com and make your switch over right now to lipalive.com. We're coming at you. Oh, we're excited for this one. We are excited for this show here. And it's going to be another fun Thursday show. And if anybody missed the Sunday show, you missed something huge. Chris?
I thought Sunday was a great show. I thought Thursday was an even better show. I think we decided we're going to talk a little bit more about football than previewing games tonight. And I love talking football, man. I'm so excited for this week coming up.
As you should be, because there's a lot of exciting things going on this week. One of which is exciting is every Thursday, everybody knows what we do. On Thursdays, we do the Murph Man Pick of the Week. And if you guys don't know it yet, Murph Man is 5-0. 5-0. I mean, the guy's made 5 picks. Chris, you know, it's not easy making picks, but when a dog's making 5 picks, what do you think about that?
Well, I think it's easy for him to make 5 picks, but for him to get all 5 right, that's incredible. And they've been good games, and they've been close games. And I mean, I've gone 4-1. You've gone 5-0 with Murph, but
hey, you can't blame me. I mean, when I know, and I've seen them before. I've seen them before, and when I say them, I've seen smart dogs. Many times. I know one when I see one.
He is a smart dog. I will give him that.
He's a smart dog, and he's got a feel, Chris. He's got a feel for the game.
I can't wait to see who he picked tonight. I'm not sure yet. I haven't been given the answers, so.
Well, I'll tell you what I can do, though. I'm going to cue it up here. I've got a little bit of something, okay, that I'm going to put up. I'm going to show you a little teaser, okay? A little teaser of Murph Man's pick, okay?
All right.
Watch him come in here on this. Watch this, Chris. It's just awesome. Okay, Murph Man coming to the cups. Little leg. That's what happens when you're live. Come on, Murph. Boom.
Oh, let's see who it is. Knock it over.
You're not going to see who it is. But Markman did make his pick, and we will get to that on the show soon, but not yet. Chris, hot topic of the day, sir.
Hot topic for me?
Yeah.
You know what? You got to go with Thursday night's game, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. I mean, this has just been a crazy year. You look at the NFC East. There's nobody above 500 after going into week 6, and there's nobody above 500. That's just nuts.
That is nuts. I mean, when you got that, it's been really hard to pick. I mean, in some of these games, and then you think after you get into a few games and you kind of see is they are who we thought they were. Okay, and that's usually what happens by week 3 is they are who we thought they were. But Chris, who are they?
Yeah, I still don't know. I'm looking over the schedule this week, and I don't know who in the world to pick in any of these games, except for the Sunday night game. Because we all know who I'm going to pick Sunday night.
Well, I mean, do we really know who you're going to pick Sunday night? I mean, Chris, are you picking Sunday night based on your crush for a team, or you?
Yes. Yeah, I will not. Hey, I will not. I would not bet against the Patriots.
Never.
Well, maybe sometimes, but
wait a second.
Can't say never.
So you would bet against the Patriots?
Yeah.
This year?
No.
Huh. So you're actually calling for those new. Hang on a second here. And I know it's not season yet, but I need an NBA 20-second timeout.
It's almost season.
Chris, I'll bet you anything right now. I hope you don't think the Patriots are winning out.
Winning out? No.
Okay. Whew.
But you know, John, take this though. Look at the 8 divisions we have. You can't look at any division. I think there's 2 divisions you can say right now we know who the winners are going to be.
I mean, I agree with you. I hear you.
You look at that. Who's going to win the AFC East? It's going to be the Patriots. The Dolphins, the Jets, and the Bills are not going to beat the Patriots for that many, to win a division there. Okay? You look at the AFC North. There's no clear winner there. AFC South, no clear winner there. West, well, no clear winner there, I don't think. The only other division I see as a clear winner is the Rams. Even KC, I still think they got to go up against Jacksonville. They're going to play the Pats. They're going to play Green Bay. They got some games that they're starting to be figured out a little bit right now, I think.
Well, I mean, I understand, where clear winners are and everything like that. I know which teams, to me, are clear winners, and I won't reveal any of that quite yet. But I do have a couple teams that I like to think that are clear winners right now. I think that they're well-coached teams. I think that has a lot to do with it. And trust me, as the weeks go on, continue to go on, that's more obvious to you. A couple teams in particular, to me, the coaching is horrible.
So what you're saying is by week 17, we'll know who's going to win each division.
I already know who's going to win each division.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I got a pretty good idea. I'm doing pretty damn good right now.
You know what? I haven't really looked at that lately. We got to go over to see where we are with our yearly picks and who's going to do what. I mean,
don't even try to act like you don't know, man.
You know what? I haven't done much research this week. I'll be honest, but I always fall back here. 13-3 Detroit Lions, and then they beat the Patriots and the Green Bay Packers.
What is the Detroit Lions record right now?
What are they? 2-3?
Okay.
Is that right? I don't know.
Huh. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, so they just got to win out. Who's going to have a better chance of winning out, Patriots or Detroit? I think
no comment.
Yeah, no comment.
But
look at Detroit. I mean, Detroit's one of those teams where, they started off and they lost to the Jets. We didn't know what was up with them. Then they come out and beat the Patriots. Then they lose. Then who they lose to? They lost to, I don't remember who they lost to, but it was somebody was it Cleveland? No, it was somebody they should have beat. Then they come and beat Green Bay, and they have not had good luck against Green Bay. That was a surprise to me. They beat Green Bay.
It was, but to me, I get criticized for saying it a lot, and I know it's not a defensive league anymore, but I still believe that it comes down to defense, and you can have an offense rolling right along. You can put points up on the board, but if you can't keep them off of the board, it's going to come down to that last couple possessions on who wins the game. And look how many overtimes that we're seeing in potential ties, and that's why.
Can Cleveland play a week where they're not in an overtime game?
If Cleveland had a kicker right now, they'd be in first place. How about that?
Yeah, they would be.
We'd be talking about Cleveland right now, right along with KC and the Rams if they actually had a kicker. They would have been close games, but they would have been winning them. I'm telling you right now, Cleveland right now should have one loss.
Yeah, they should be 4-1.
Yeah,
I totally agree with you.
So
I look at this season, and I live in Tampa Bay. You live in Tampa Bay. You're always traveling, but we hear a lot of stuff about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And right now it's who's on the hot seat. Is it Mike Smith? Is it Dirk Cutter? I was reading an article today where it said that Hugh Jackson's job's on the line,
as it should be.
Hugh Jackson for the Browns.
The guy can't. Yes, he. I don't care what team you have. I don't care. They're professional football players, okay? And him and the coaches before him. You had how many draft picks that you had? I mean, what do you got to do to win a game?
Well, hold on, John. You just said that this team should be 4-1. Is he 4-1, or are they 2-1 because of the coach, or because the kicker missed all those kicks?
It's both. It's both.
No,
It's both. It can be both. It can be both. And I'll tell you why. To me, the coaching decisions that happen where it's a problem, first of all, last year, there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse not to win a football game, okay? If you're somebody has to be the worst team, and I get that. Somebody has to be the worst team. Somebody has to have the most losses. I get that. But to not win one game, you should not be an NFL coach. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
They should write that in their contracts. If they go 0-16, they're fired.
I mean, how many times has it happened in the history of NFL?
Yeah.
So you're right. It should. If you don't win a game, you're fired. You're not supposed to be an NFL coach. And then you stick around and you get another shot at it because you know why you got another shot at it? Because nobody wanted to come to Cleveland to coach. Put that on your resume.
So what coach is going to be the first one to get fired?
Dirk Cutter.
I hope so. I am so mad at the Bucs this season for what they're doing with Fitzpatrick and Jameis Winston. And don't get me wrong, I know that Jameis Winston is going to be the quarterback by the end of the year, but they're going to him too early. Fitzmagic had not worn off. He should have been in that game at the end of it against, and they shouldn't have pulled him. He showed that he could come back in the fourth quarter against Pittsburgh, and they should have let him come in that second half last week or 2 weeks ago. I'm so glad we had a bye week so we didn't have to hear anything about the Bucs last week.
I second that 100%. And you know how I feel about the whole situation. I'll take Fitz over Jameis any day. And now he's coming back and he's got this same swagger, like he's going to act like he's this huge motivator or anything like that. But why weren't you playing, Jameis? I mean, why weren't you really playing?
I'll tell you, this is a big game for him this week because they're playing Atlanta, and he needs to step up. They have a whole promo video with Jameis Winston in it. Why would you want that guy to be the face of your team? It's just, they're talking about how he's getting all these opportunities to play and play. Well, you're giving him these opportunities, and he's kind of a thug.
Well, look at it like this. If he doesn't come in and throw 400 yards, then it's a step down. And you're talking about a team that he's getting ready to play that's 1-4. Now, when you look at it like that, look what Fitz did. Now, everybody wants to say, Fitzmagic. What do you think? He drank a magic potion or something? He went down into Tampa Bay and saw a psychic, and she read his cards, and she pulled his card up and said, guess what's going to happen? They're going to pick your jersey up in 3 weeks. You're going into the Hall of Fame. That didn't happen. The guy's got a deep ball, and it's an accurate deep ball. Something that Jameis doesn't have, and that's why you're going to see what happens here after this first game with Atlanta. Guess what's going to happen on the sideline? You're going to see the receivers all sitting together on the bench together with long faces. Watch how this works, and then he's going to try to force it, and then it's going to be bye-bye. So if he doesn't have a first half, do you bring Fitz in?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I think you're exactly right there, John. And I hate agreeing with you because what are you going to do to me, Jameis has more of a chance of throwing 4 interceptions as he does for 400 yards. And what happens if he does throw 4 interceptions? Can you go back to Fitzpatrick now? I think you have to.
If you do, you're going to get the same thing every time. The guy's a baller. He's going to throw the ball accurately down to some of the best receivers in the league. I mean, come on. We got them. We've got the weapons. You turn that running game up a little bit. And it's on. It's on. So, we're going to find out. We're going to find out right away. And, this isn't a guess game for me. I'm not guessing what's going to happen. I follow it. I'm paying attention to what's going to happen. This is not a guess. You took out the best number 1 rated quarterback of the season after a half of football. That's what you really did. You took out the leading quarterback in the league this year after 3 games. That's what you really did. There's no mistake in that. It's not hard to just look at it right there and say, hey, wait a second. That's not a very smart coaching move, is it? So was it the coach? Was it Dirk? Or was it higher up?
I really would like to know what Fitzpatrick's thinking right now. He really didn't do anything to lose the job, to be honest.
Well, I'll tell you what he's thinking. He was spotted here. I seen him on my Facebook with some locals here in Tarpon. We're at a soccer field, and Fitz was there with his kids. I seen him right on Facebook. So what he's thinking, he's a dad. He's going about his thing. He's used to this, and he knows why. The reason why is because you let him play any longer, he's going to make Jameis look that much worse. They got to get rid of Jameis. I hope they put him on the trading block, Chris. If they're going to trade him, then they got to have him perform. They have to actually really strategically, this offensive coordinator has to strategically look at this playbook and say, look, we got to get some good games in here. And we're going to go to a call right here, right now. We're going to go to a call.
While you're setting that up, John, let me just say this. I think I kind of would rather see them trade Fitzpatrick. I'd rather see Fitzpatrick.
Welcome to the Leap Alive show, Chris. I don't want to cut you off, but we got a caller in here right now.
Hey, John, what's happening?
What's up, Rocco?
Not a whole lot.
All right.
Rocco, how you doing, man?
Good. How's it going, Chris?
Good.
We missed you on Sunday, Rocco, and now you got to take your brother's picks.
Yeah. How do you do?
He was good, though. He went 10-5.
He went 10-5, so you still got the lead, Rocco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
we had to dig deep into the rule book to find out what the rule was on that. And it said if a family member calls in, then you take their picks.
All right, cool.
So
you weren't thinking that when he was picking them, baby, but now that the end results are there, you're happy with them.
Rocco, I'm guessing you were out of cell contact over the weekend, maybe out on the lake.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm at Cliff's place.
Oh, yeah, because I remember when I was up there, Cliff was trying to bargain to get you up there so you guys could prep the cabin for the winter.
Yeah, he wanted to get those docks out.
Yeah, how was that, man? Good time?
Yeah, we had a good time.
Cool. How's your weather up there?
It's cold right now, man. Probably right around 50.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Rocco, you watched that weather where we had that hurricane slip past us this week?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for everybody up there in the Panhandle. Unfortunate. We're with everybody in the path of that storm right now. That Michael tore some stuff up, and I'll tell you, woo, we dodged another bullet here for sure.
Yeah, from what I've seen, man, that's a pretty big one.
It was the biggest, the third biggest in history to make
we're
landfall.
through North Carolina again, too, or something, huh?
Yeah, definitely did.
Jeez.
So, Rocco, right now, we're talking right now, Chris and I. I'm going to go back to what Chris was saying here because I cut him off. But we're talking about the Tampa Bay situation again. And we're talking – the reason why we're talking about it is because you know what's going to happen is they got Jameis getting ready to start. So if you got Jameis getting ready to start, then what happens when Jameis throws the ducks and gets some interceptions? And what do? You pull him at halftime and you put Fitz in?
All right. Yeah. Who knows what their plan is? I remember last time we were talking about it. But he's going into a game where it's going to be a shootout. It should be, at least. Atlanta has no defense. So he'll end up looking good, and that'll buy him a few more games, and just be ho-hum.
Right. Atlanta's defense is not good. Neither is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. Like you said, this I don't know what the over is, but you take the over in this game because Atlanta's probably the best one, the best 1-4 team out there right now.
Hey, Rocco, do me a favor and hang on 1 second, will you?
All right.
Hello and welcome to the Leap Alive show. You're live.
What up, Johnny?
Detroit Dupes, what's up?
That's me. What's up?
Hey, I got your brother. I got the Primo brothers called in at the same time today. I got your brother on the other line. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Chris call you right now, okay? Yeah. When we hang up, Chris is going to call you, and then we'll have you and your brother on at the same time.
All right, cool.
You dig that? I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Rocco, are you with me? All right, let me go right back to Rocco here. There he is.
I got Mario back.
Okay.
What's going on, Mario?
What's up, Chris?
Not much. Pretty good week picking for you. Did you see? I saw you went 10-5.
All right, Rocco.
That's all right.
We got your brother on at the same time as you.
Away to rock.
Yeah, 10-5. John went 11-4. He beat you though. So John got bragging rights last week, and I was a measly 8-7.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting, guys. Rocco, are you with us?
Yep.
All right. Dupes, Detroit Dupes, are you with us?
I'm with you.
All right.
Hey,
We got-
what's going on?
What's up, man?
I'm gonna have to ask these guys for some fantasy help later on in the show, John, because I've got a couple people on buys, and I know you're not the fantasy guy, but we need to I need some help. My team's not looking good right now.
Well, I'm good at fantasy, but my fantasy is on a beach with grapes between my toes being fanned off by beautiful women. So that's and I'm good at that fantasy.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
How'd you like that call on the Saints pounding Washington?
The Saints pounding Washington. That was a damn good call. Probably the call of the week.
Here's a question for you guys on that. I mean, the big news there was his passing yardage, but now he's one touchdown away from at 500. Did you guys, you got Peyton Manning at 539, Favre at 508, Brady at 500, and Breeze at 499, and then Marino a couple 70 back at 420. Did you guys know they don't include playoff touchdowns in that?
Well,
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I heard that the other day, and you know me, stats are for losers, so I had to go look at the stats. So if you took the stats, Peyton you had 40 for Peyton Manning, he'd have 579. Brady would be second with 571. He has 71 in the playoffs. Favre would be 552. He has 44 in the playoffs. And Marino would be at 452. And Breeze would be at 528. I'm just why? Every other sport includes the playoffs. Why does the NFL do that?
Rocco, let me hear from you.
I guess so. It's a fair playing field. So
Yeah.
everybody has a crack at it.
Uh,
Not a lot of people make the postseason like that. I mean, 71 touchdowns in the playoffs. That's insane.
right.
Yeah, that's a career for some.
You're right.
Right.
Mario, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think the same. It's got to keep it regular season games probably, so everyone.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys now what's really going on here. Okay? What's really going on here is Chris is only thinking about his boy. That's all that's going on here.
No, you know what?
Okay? This New England Patriot guy right here is going, well, if my dog had my female dog had testicles, it'd be a boy. And he would run a lot slower because of that, but he would be a boy. So he's thinking if his boy Tom Brady were to add in that he would be the guy, right, in second place instead of way down there at what, number 5 or something?
Well, first of all,
Where is he though? Where is he, Chris?
First of all, he's second right now, but he would take over first
Second? In what stats?
in the TDs. In the CDs.
Stats don't matter.
Yeah, stats
He's
are
ranked
for
number 5 for quarterbacks, I said.
No. But you know what?
He's
I mean,
at 500, right?
I'm gonna say something that
No, Rocco. Brady is not at 500.
Yeah, he is.
Huh?
Yeah, he is.
He is?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he did.
He just did it
a couple weeks ago.
He
Oh,
threw his 71st receiver was Josh Gordon.
Okay.
Caught number 500.
You're right. You're right. He did.
That's why.
But
That's why I'm not paying
it
attention.
was
to
the passing yards that
right. Yeah,
we were
Brady's not
talking
in it.
about, because Brady will never get those passing yards. Never.
Never.
No, he just nickels and dimes you.
He'll
You know,
get the touchdown though.
Yeah, I hear you. It's a touchdown. But I'm just trying to let you guys know so you start getting used to this. When Chris starts saying the what ifs, it's all about Brady. Okay? I'm telling you right now, he's got a stuffed doll on the end of his bed with a number 12 on it.
How far back is he?
He's got to enjoy it while he can. He's only got a couple more years left.
Did you hear that, Chris?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, one of the reasons I looked this stat up was because they were talking about who would you rather start as, if you had a quarterback to take right now, who would it be between Rodgers, Brady, and Breeze, who are probably the top 3 quarterbacks in the league right now. I don't think you can put Mahomes there. He's only got a 6-game sample.
He just learned how to shave. You can't add him in there yet.
But you look at those 3, and to be honest, I think I would probably take Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would take Drew Brees.
Right now, yeah.
I agree with that.
I mean,
he's got a ton of weapons these days.
Only because Brees he's only a couple of years younger, but
Right now, yeah. But overall, Brady.
Yeah.
If I want to win if I'm just talking pure quarterback and not winning championships, because I think Brady's not as good a quarterback as he is a motivator and getting players to play to the best of their ability. I think Brees has that, but I don't think he's as good at it as Tom Brady. Passing wise, I think Drew Brees is probably a better passer.
He would have been great. He can barely get over the line.
Yeah. Yeah, could you imagine if he was 6'2", 6'3"?
He'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. I mean, that would be legitimately crazy. But you know what? What a stand-up. What a stand-up guy that Drew Brees, huh? You know how cool that is that he was able to go over there on the sideline with his 3 boys in a moment that they're all going to remember. They're old enough to remember it. What a moment that he had there, and to give them a message. You know what I mean? Wow.
Yeah.
What a great opportunity.
Cool. That was cool to stop the game like that for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I was watching
cool.
Another interview too, where he was in the it was a radio interview, and he was laughing because his kids were running around the locker room in the hot tub or in an ice bath or something. So his kids are getting to enjoy this just as much as everyone else, which is really cool.
And never heard one bad thing about him. Never.
And you won't, man. He's a good guy. And that's why you won't. He's a good guy.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, but then again, you know what I mean? If you very well could hear something from him, the only reason why you haven't heard anything from him yet is because he's never ran for office or anything.
Well, if he ran in New Orleans, he would win.
Oh, if he ran in New Orleans, he'd win. You know that.
Yeah.
So, guys, I got something for you here. Tonight, we have the New York, Philadelphia Eagles. Let me say it right, because I always like to say the visiting team first, as you should. We have the Philadelphia Eagles are at the New York Giants. Okay? So with that being said, guys, Eagles at the Giants. I'm going with you first, Mario. Talk to me first. First and foremost, I want to know what it is about this game that you like and dislike.
Geez. The Giants, I like what they got better players. It seems like this year. It seems like their players are better, but they just don't use them right, and they're imploding.
So with that being said, Mario, you're looking at it on paper and you see better players. So then what is it? The coach?
It's Odell Beckham Jr., I think. I think he's got that team crazy.
He's poison, huh?
Yeah, I think he is.
Rocco, what do you think about these two?
I think I like Philly in this one.
You do?
Yeah, definitely.
Philly going into New York.
Yeah. This is pretty unexpected. They're both under 500. I know they're both hungry, but I don't think the Giants have it. It's just, I don't know if it's Eli. I don't know what the heck's going on there.
Because they got that good running back.
Barkley's great.
They got the running back, but he's catching a lot more balls than he's been running.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe Mario's right that Beckham's the problem and he's just a locker room cancer. But I just, John, you hated it when they benched Eli Manning last year.
I did hate it. I thought it was an incredibly stupid, poor, disrespectful move when you already know that it's your team. It's not your Hall of Fame. And I don't care what anybody says about that. The guy's a Hall of Fame quarterback. It's not your quarterback who actually is in the meantime when this is happening. He's actually got going for a record of most games played, and you decide as a coach that you thought you were bigger than the team.
Yeah, I agree. That pissed me off royally.
I agree that it was horrible, but you know what? The way he's playing, maybe that coach is right.
Because look who they put in there. Did they put a better quarterback in?
Who did they put in? I don't even remember.
That's exactly my point. You don't know who they put in there because the guy was a nobody.
Could have been a wake-up call.
Wake-up call? Okay.
For Eli.
I look at it and I go, all right, Eli Manning's the problem here. And I'll be honest, I don't know anything about their backup other than his name's David Webb and he played at Cal. And he's a second-year player. But so, you know what? Can you bench Eli Manning and put in David Webb, and will that turn your season around a little bit? I got to think, hey, he's good enough to make an NFL roster.
Players.
What's that, Mario?
They had so many players injured last year.
Yeah, but I want, you know what? Manning's not doing anything this year. His team, they got better everywhere. Their offense is better. Their defense is better.
Guys,
they're just not doing it.
Guys, he's going to make me pull up some stats, and I know he hates it when I do this, but he's going to make me pull up some stats, and I'll bet you anything when I pull these stats up, I'll bet you Peyton Manning or Eli Manning's doing just as good as Tom Brady. Watch this. Anybody think that's true?
No.
Could be.
No.
I don't think it's true. Well, I don't know if you have these stats in your little database already, but I'm going to give you a stat right now.
All right.
The Giants are 1-4, and the Patriots are 3-2. That's the only stat that matters. Who wins the games?
Yeah.
Nobody. You know what? It's great that Drew Brees threw his 499th touchdown and leads the league in career passing yards. But all we care is that you win the game. And just like Drew Brees said during that little break, okay, boys, let's go win the game now. We got a little bit more game to play. It's all about winning the games, and Eli Manning is not winning the games for them. And it's got to lie on his shoulders because he's the quarterback.
Woo!
And he's not getting the ball to his wide receivers.
Man, Chris is on fire and hot today, guys. And I know,
Dude.
I don't know as far as Mario goes on this, but I know Rocco backs up Chris on this because I've heard Rocco say it the same thing before, is it comes down to wins.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So both of the Primos think that.
Definitely, you got to
And
win.
He never seems interested. That's why it's hard to even root for the guy.
You got to play to win, though, too. Just like the Herb, you got to play to win.
Well, the reason why he doesn't seem interested, I had some inside information. Some of those big guys in that locker room keep stealing his lunch money. And he's super scared when he's sitting out there waiting. So he comes and waits to the last minute. Everybody's already dressed out and on the field, and he runs into the locker room real quick and goes to change. And then when he's going to change, they found out that somebody put chocolate in his jockstrap, I said. Okay? So
Where do you come up with this
I don't know,
stuff?
but I think this rain's going to have a lot to do with this game.
the rain?
The rain, yeah.
Rocco, going with the weather report. I like it, man. I'm ready to pull up a graphic right now for weather, man. I do. Actually, I got a weather report I can bring up. There we go, right there. Hurricane Michael.
Right now.
Yep, there we go, right there. Hurricane Michael right there should be bringing some feeder bands up, and it'll probably spin around. You know that storm's going in a counterclockwise direction. So some of that feeder band coming off of Michael will have an impact on this game. If you haven't seen it before, go and look at your radar right now and check out those feeder bands. I did have the radar on the other night. You guys should have seen that show, by the way.
That's exactly why I did see it. That was pretty cool, John. That's exactly why I'm going with the G-Men.
That's why you're going with the G-Man?
I think they can get it done on the ground. I think Eli's
Woo!
better under pressure like that.
You'd think they'd have the advantage, but Barkley,
I think
he can't run. He hasn't ran yet. You know?
I just think Eli's better under pressure like that.
Under pressure.
You know, I'll say this. Eli is one of the few quarterbacks that's been able to beat Tom Brady.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We got to record that. You won't hear that 2 times in the year.
Well, actually, the two quarterbacks playing it. Well, Wentz wasn't really there, but these are the two teams that can beat the Patriots in the playoffs. This is a tough game for me. To be honest, I'm going to wait another 15 minutes till game time to pick it. I'll pick before Murph picks, so John doesn't accuse me of jumping on the Murph picks.
Look, guys.
Did you do that Murph pick yet?
Yeah, I did the Murph pick.
We haven't shown it yet, though. We haven't
showed it yet. But
okay.
I think it's a good time that right now I'm going to show it. All right. I'm going to show it right now. But you know what I'm going to do? Because I know there's a lot of people. I put it up on Facebook today, just a teaser. So I'm going to play the Murph Man pick right now, guys. So let's see if I can get this going here.
Murph Man.
Boom.
We got 2
Okay.
teams today.
Here we go.
The Eagles.
I have no audio on my
and we've
video.
got the New York
Huh.
Giants.
All right, but I can run
play
this
by
through.
play.
I can go play by play with you. I wonder why that is though. That's kind of weird. So anyway, guys, it's up right now, okay? And what it is, let me take off my lower third here.
So you're gonna
That's kind of weird that I don't have audio there, but anyway, right now, so you guys, unless you're watching it, if you guys are watching it, you got a little delay.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
So there you go right there. I'm setting the helmets down.
I'm putting the Giants in this cup.
This dog's 5-0, you say?
This dog is 5-0. And that's the only time, Mario, by the way, that I like to refer to a person as a dog. All right? I hate when people call me dog, but Murph's so much like a person to me that I almost get offended when people call him dog. It's the weirdest thing ever. I mean, I think of him so much like a person that I'm almost embarrassing when I'm taking him on a walk and people stare at him. I want to put underwear on him.
Hey, who'd he pick? I didn't hear it.
It didn't go. I pushed pause, Rocco. I like to keep people hanging a little bit. No pun intended.
Before you go to it, John, I want to make my pick before Murph makes his pick.
You do?
And I'm looking at it, and like I said, I don't know who's going to win this game. I think I could flip a quarter and be wrong 50% of the time and be right 50% of the time. But I'm looking at their schedules. The Eagles beat Atlanta, should have lost to Atlanta. They lost to Tampa Bay. They beat Indy. Then they lost to Tennessee, and they lost to Minnesota. The Giants lost to Jacksonville, lost to Dallas, beat Houston, lost to New Orleans, and lost to Carolina. So each of these teams has played teams that are, playing a tough schedule by all means. But I'm going to take the
Whoa!
I'm going to take the Eagles. I'm going to go with Carson Wentz and the Eagles, even without Jay Ajayi. I just think that they're a little bit better. The Giants haven't shown me that they can really do it yet. I think if this game was in 2 weeks, I would really know who I'd be picking in it. But we're not there yet. I got to go with the Eagles and Carson Wentz. He's getting better, and Manning isn't. Manning's declining.
You got to add the parity factor, though. Philly's supposed to win this game.
Yeah, and it is at home. It's going to be. We're not going to know until 12:30 who wins this game.
Mario bringing back the parody.
Hey, so if there's ties this year in the NFL, can we just pick a tie? What happens if we pick a tie?
All right, guys, I'm running back. I'm running the video again. I'm running this. Okay, so we're back to the pick. I showed Murph, what it was here. I'm bringing Murph back over. It's lagging a little bit. I'm really shocked right now that the audio's not on it. I'm really shocked. It's not. Anyway. So here we go. I'm going back over to the cups now. I'm going to mix them up.
Remember correct.
Here comes the mix up with the cups. Try to keep your eye on it. You know what it is.
Who's on which one, though?
Well, on mine, I had the Giant or the Eagles on the right. And this,
I already lost.
yeah. Doesn't matter. You got to mix them up. Here comes the mix-up.
Are you pausing just to confuse me, or is that
I'm
just a
not.
lag?
It's lagging a little bit. This is live. This is live, guys. Okay, here we go.
Stay, Murphy. This is going to
Murph
be
is
good.
in a hole.
Right there, buddy. I want to make sure we got this good. Stay.
Actually, this is actually playing.
There's the
Ready?
Murph man.
There is the Murph man.
Make your pick.
Hold on, Murph man. Go get it.
Make your pick.
Go get it.
Uh-oh, what you got?
Boom.
Oh shit! Who's he got?
Boom. All right. So now that you see that, yes, I did pause it. Now I want you to see this. Here it comes. Coming in. Come on, Murph. What do you got? Look at this.
So he goes to the left, he goes to the right. He's got Barry Sanders like moves.
So there is a little something to look at. Murph man with the pick. We're going to back it up a little bit here. And here we go. Back to the original.
You
Look
gotta
at this
just
guy.
Blast the team logo after that.
Look at this guy come in here. Look at this. What an amazing guy this dog is. Okay, so, guys, coming back to... Oh, man. That's okay. I messed up. Hey, this is what happens on live TV. This is what happens.
We got two teams today. We've got the Eagles.
All right, we'll put that down and let it
Who
keep
is it?
going. That's not the pick.
Oh!
It's going back to the beginning.
Oh, that's the
Oh,
beginning?
okay.
Yeah, it's going back to the beginning. Let me just keep that on the preview side of things and let it keep rolling, okay? So anyway, Chris,
All right.
you can see in the background it's playing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're back.
So once it picks, I'll bring you back to it full screen. I want this thing to catch up. You know, I was watching live news the other day, and I was watching it, and they were doing live news on Facebook from an iPad. Okay? So it doesn't bother me one bit at all that I have technical problems when we're live, because I'm watching the news channel do their live Facebook from an iPad. I'm way past that. Way past that. So I feel good about it. All right. Now, here we go, guys. I'm going to go back over to the DDR. Here we go. Here comes Murph. I will not pause it this time. Let me get you some volume.
Here's his dog's pick.
Okay.
Oh, this is my mix-up. See if you can follow it now,
Remember
okay?
correctly what we
Eagles
had
are on
here.
my right.
Eagles. Giants.
Need a drum roll.
We do need a drum roll. I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of people.
Here comes the Murph man making his pick.
There's a lot of people on Facebook that were waiting for this.
Right
Here we go.
I want to make sure we got this good. Stay.
Guys, don't eyeball him when he jumps off of there.
You ready? Make your pick. Get him. Make your pick. Uh-oh, what you got? Yes, and Murphy, what did you get, bud? You got the Giants over here, didn't you?
Get in there, Johnny. Who is it?
I'm trying. I got
Get
a
in there. Who
bad
is
knee.
Good boy. All right.
There we
He
go.
took off for the
Murph
count.
picks the Giants, everybody. It
The
is
Giants.
Ah, the G-Man.
Giants.
The Giants. Oh!
Murph took the Giants. So let it be known right there, Murph man took the Giants. And if you didn't know, guys, obviously the dog is 5-0 right now, and he's taking the Giants. Anybody want to change their picks at this point?
All right, let's go over it. Mario, who'd you have?
The G-Man.
Rocco, who'd you got?
I think it's going to be Philly, probably like 24-13.
I like that. And Johnny, who you got?
Philly.
Who do I have?
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
wait. Oh, Murph picked the Giants.
Let me just show
Sorry,
you
Murph
this.
picked the Giants, so John's got the Giants.
Yeah, look. Let me just show you this. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. And I am going to have a designer pair of boxers for this guy because he is so human. It's kind of embarrassing when you take him for a walk. So, Murph Man picked the Giants. It's no surprise to me, okay? It's no surprise to me he picked the Giants. And it should be no surprise to you either that I'm taking the Giants.
Yeah.
I am taking the Giants.
All right, so we're all split on that.
And I'll tell you this right now, Chris, just so you know that I'm not just trying to copy off this dog that needs a pair of boxers. Here's the truth. In preseason, before the regular season started, I split the Giants-Phillies games to whoever was at home. So I took the Giants to win this game before the season even started. Chris is going to go, look, Chris is going to go through his notes and try to find out.
It's funny. You have the Giants at 11-5, winning the division.
Yeah.
I had them at 9-7.
Yikes.
You had the Eagles at 11-5, winning the wild card, and I had them at 8-8.
Wow.
So, Rocco, what can we expect in this game tonight?
Probably gonna be a sloppy game.
Sloppy?
Yeah, sloppy, slow game. Like I said, it's a dink and dunk game.
So if you're taking
All over the ball.
So Rocco, if you're taking Philly in this game, what do you think it is with Philly that comes into New York and gets the win?
I think they're more prepared. You know, you don't know what you're gonna get out of Eli. Wentz is on his way up. You know, they got a couple running backs in there tonight. We'll see what they can do, but I can see a lot of screens.
Yeah.
Is Sproles back?
Nope.
No? I think that could be the bad thing, that they won't have a running game. But
Yeah.
Smallwood's not bad. But, I mean, in that, you look at the quarterbacks, I think you got to take Carson Wentz over Eli Manning. You look at the running backs, you got to take Saquon Barkley over that. Wide receivers, OBJ, who does Philly have? Alshon Jeffries, and you probably got to take the Giants in that. But I think the Eagles' D is a little bit better than the Giants' D.
Yeah.
I think the Giants are going to get off to a big start. OBJ is going to redeem himself, and then it's going to pull in tight, close, and then it's going to be a pick six wins it.
For New York.
Yep.
I'll tell you, I'm with you on that, Mario. And let me tell you what I think, okay? Rocco, you said it earlier about how they're not even really using Barkley in the way that they really could. So what I think is going to happen in this game is the running game. The running game is going to come alive. It's time for the running game to come alive. You're at home. New York needs a little pick-me-up right now. And they're going to run the ball down the Eagles' throat. The Eagles going to have to prove in this game that they can stop the run. Because if they start running the ball down their throat, that's going to free everything up for Eli. It's going to free it right up for him. So I'm telling you right now.
Struggling all year, though.
He is.
The line's been shitty.
Say again?
That's why he's been struggling all year, I think, though, because his line's been pretty shitty all year. That's why they haven't been running Barkley.
I agree with you on that 100%. This is it. Something's happened. And, I was joking before that Eli's been, someone stealing his lunch money. I was joking about that. Nobody was stealing his lunch money at all. They were stealing his tray. They weren't stealing his lunch money. They took the whole tray. So he needs to step up.
I think they stole his confidence.
Yeah. I like what you guys are saying about Saquon Barkley, and I think you guys are exactly got that right. I think if this game is close, the Giants win this game because they're going to be able to put the Eagles away by running the ball and keeping the Philadelphia Eagles off the field. I think if the Eagles get up a couple touchdowns, the game's over and the Eagles are going to win that game.
Do the Eagles got a running game?
They do the dink and dunk pass as good as anyone. So you'll see Smallwood on small, short little out passes running for yards after the carry and in that way. So I think the Giants' running game is definitely better, but I think the Eagles will survive this game, and I think Wentz is just that much better than Eli.
I think the Giants are going to get up on them quick.
They better. That's the only way they're going to win.
Rocco?
Yeah.
What do you think, man, about the running game in Philly?
I think it's kind of like New England a little bit. You got a guy that can run the ball a little bit. You got a guy that just goes in there and catches and Clement. And that's, it's the dink and dunk part. And
yeah, you're going to need to see Clement have a good game.
What's that?
I think you're right. Clement has to have a good game for them to win.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you guys this. We're coming really close to the trade deadline, okay? And there's some rumors going on between Buffalo and Philly. You guys know anything about these rumors and trade talks?
Bringing McCoy back?
I'm sorry?
Bringing LaShawn McCoy back?
Yes, sir.
Philly?
Oh, wow.
Rocco, what do you think about that?
I think they should get Le'Veon Bell if they're going to do something like that.
Woo!
So who they going to give up?
It doesn't matter, really, if you ask me, but I think that it's just that spurt of life, and if you can get a good deal on them, I mean, I would say do it because of bringing life in there, and the running game needs something, I think.
I haven't heard Shady's name once this year.
Because he's horrible. He hasn't done anything yet this year. That's why the Buffalo would be willing to get rid of him.
Uh-oh, he's going to get me to look for that. So I mean, Rocco, you really think Le'Veon Bell? What do you think about that guy, and where do you think if he's staying or going? And if he's going, where would you like to see him go? Not Detroit. Just
I can't pick Detroit.
no.
That would be sick.
Yeah, they would be. This is a deal with Bell. He's a hard person to trade because he doesn't want to play. He wants to sit out and collect his money next year. Whatever team signs him cannot sign it, or whatever team trades for him can't sign him to a multi-year contract until the end of the season. So there's no guarantee that he's going to come back and play for you. So why would you give up a high draft pick for a temporary player that is going to probably not play because he doesn't want to get hurt?
For championships.
Exactly why he's not playing.
How about this? He goes to Atlanta.
No, they don't need him. They've got Coleman and Devontae Adams.
Actually, the talk is that the real talk that I've been hearing is that the Colts were interested.
He'll just
I haven't heard
die
that.
there too.
And you heard that here first, right here at Leap of Life Sports.
He'll win a championship on a team like Atlanta or something like that, or Tampa Bay or something like that.
Well,
They need that. Tampa Bay needs him bad.
Tampa Bay needs to fire their coach and get rid of their quarterback. That's what Tampa Bay needs to do. You know what Tampa Bay's doing, Mario? You know what they're doing? They're selling tickets to Yankees.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Tampa Bay sells out the stadium with people wearing different jerseys. That's what we do down here.
Oh, I thought you meant the Yankees had nothing to do, so they'll be coming down and buying tickets.
Woo!
It is the home of their spring training.
So anyway, guys, I did hear the Colts for Bell, and I heard it was a talk. If it's something that's going to happen, it's got to move. But it would have to happen where you guys are absolutely right. It would have to happen where you're moving some pieces, you got some draft picks, and the money's there right now. Is what would have to happen.
He's not going to win a Super Bowl there. He's going to go to a place where he can win a Super Bowl.
He's going to go where they pay him, I think. I think the dude's going to go. I don't think he's thinking Super Bowl.
You guys are way off.
Uh-oh.
He will be a Pittsburgh Steeler at the end of this season. And he doesn't play many games. What's he come back? Week 7, week 8? So that he can get his accrued time. He's going to sit on the bench. He's going to have a mysterious injury, not play and collect a paycheck. I don't see him being traded. The right choice for the Eagles there is LaShawn McCoy. He has not had a good season in Buffalo. The Eagles could bring him back in. He knows the system, having played there already. He knows players having played already there. He's a better fit than LaDavian Bell. Bell would be a locker room nuisance, cancer to any team that gets him. McCoy at least can give you some playing time and eat up some yards for you. And he can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he can run the ball out of the backfield, which is exactly what Philadelphia needs.
His price is going to be pretty high too, ain't it?
I don't think so, because his salary's pretty high, and Buffalo's not going to re-sign him. Buffalo, they've got another year where they would release him at the end of the year anyhow. So I think McCoy would be the right fit to go there. And it'll cost him, somewhere between a 4th and a 5th round pick probably.
Unfortunately for this guy, he's only had about 5 carries a game.
Yeah, I mean, it's useless.
Yeah. So
and Andy Reid's not in Philly anymore.
You got that right, Rocco. And Andy Reid can run an offense, can he not?
Andy Reid makes some running backs.
Oh yeah. So let's move along here. We've talked about the game tonight. What do we got? A split here? Yeah, we got a split.
Wait. I want to say one more thing.
No. We don't have a split. Murph picked the Giants. Murph broke the tie.
You're right.
Yeah.
All right, Mario, go ahead.
I was going to say, Rocky's boy, Zach Ertz, he might have a big day.
Yeah?
He should.
What do you mean when you say his boys? We talking fantasy pick?
Yeah, that's his fantasy guy, his tight end.
Really?
Zach Ertz?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Hey.
all I heard out of what you said was Ertz.
Yeah, and you're starting them, Rocco, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the lineup.
How'd you do last week, Rocco Fantasy?
How did I do?
Yeah.
I lost by 2 points.
Oh, man, you're having a tough go at it this year, man.
I can't catch a break, dude.
Yeah, I needed Alvin Kamara to get me 9 points, and he didn't even touch the ball barely. I think he got 4 carries.
Chris, how about putting the game on, man?
Let me see if I can do that.
If
Here's a fantasy football question for you guys. In my one league, I've got running back issues, but I got a quarterback or wide receiver problem. I've got Julian Edelman, Julio Jones, and Mike Evans, and I can only play 2 of them.
Edelman's first game back, right?
Second game back, but yeah. On Sunday night against KC.
Ooh.
He's gained 10 pounds after the first game.
They usually have high-scoring games, correct?
Yeah. Well, yeah, when Edelman's playing, yeah.
Ooh.
But Mike Evans is playing Atlanta, and
you can't
Julio
take
Jones
him
is playing
off.
Tampa.
Yeah,
There's no defense in any of those games.
There you go. I got
That's
that
why I
game
picked
7.
those two.
Who would you take, Rocco?
85.
I take Julio and Mike Evans.
Battle it out right there. That's actually a pretty good idea because they're playing each other.
Neither team has anybody that matches up with those dudes. They're like 6'4", 6'5".
Right. You're right.
There's nobody that can cover them.
You're absolutely right.
But kicker there is I get a bonus. I get a half a point for every reception too. So Edelman could have 10, 12 receptions.
So many mouths to feed, though. It's hard to predict New England.
There's
any position.
I'll tell you this: they're really talking up Josh Gordon up in New England this week. That they're really happy with what he's doing, and he's working hard and he's getting better, and he knows his football is what they're saying.
Yeah.
They're going to feed him this week. I'll guarantee you that. They're going to feed him this week. But here's the thing about it. If they do feed him early in the game, that's when Edelman's going to get his catches. Because then they're going to catch on real quick, and they're going to double down on
I'll tell you,
Gordon.
I'll tell you. I don't know if you guys have him in any of your leagues, and in this game, I would take Travis Kelce over Gronk. Travis Kelce eats the Patriots up, TDs and yards.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who do
I
you
love my Gronk, but I would take Kelce in that matchup.
All day.
We're gonna start.
I wouldn't kick Gronk out of bed either.
Well,
That's nasty, dude.
We're not going to go there on this show. This is a family show.
This is a family show. Okay? A family show. That's disgusting.
All right, let's just go to my other league, and looks like there's a flag, but Alshon Jeffries just caught a touchdown.
Uh-oh, here
Or
we go.
somebody caught a touchdown.
Check it out. The Eagles are up 6, make it 7-0. They made the field goal, and there is 13 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter. So,
It's right down the field.
yes, they did. Right down the field. So I missed what happened. But, you know, I've always wanted to go play-by-play. You know?
Uh-huh.
You
I mean,
always
it
say
won't
that.
be as fun as going back on football, but you go, he's on the 30, the 20, he could go all the way, and it's a touchdown! Man,
You got to start drinking decaf, man.
no.
Hey guys, here's another one on running backs. I've got a stable of running backs, and all of them are Marshawn Lynch, Chris Carson, Tariq Cohen, or Alex Collins. I got one, or Bilal Powell. I got one spot open for one of those guys because my other guy's Joe Mixon, who I'm going to start.
And who was the first two? Marshawn Lynch and who?
Marshawn Lynch and Chris Carson from
Carson.
Seattle.
And you can only take one?
Yeah.
Carson's been on fire, right?
I think you got to go with Marshawn Lynch.
You know, it's funny you say that. I think Lynch had a bad week last week, but a good week 2 weeks ago. And then Carson had a bad week 2 weeks ago and had a good week last week. So, you know, they're going against Oakland, and Lynch is going against Seattle. You know, I kind of like Marshawn Lynch going back into Seattle and doing some damage and saying, "Miss me, remember me, I'm the beast."
Yeah.
The game's in London.
Oh,
The game's in London?
I forgot about that.
It's going to be an
Let's
early
not
one.
forget either. Let's not forget. It's Oakland. It's the Raiders. I mean, they're still bad.
Yeah. They are still bad, you're right. You guys realize, speaking of bad,
Seattle will kill them.
no, they won't. They won't kill them.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Russell
Seattle's
Wilson
much of
will-
anything this year.
Russell Wilson will kill them.
Yeah. Russell Wilson hasn't been doing his normal stuff this year, though, has he?
Nope.
He
He's
hasn't.
running for his life, too.
Yeah.
But it's a battle of two bad teams. I mean, who's better? I think Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I think Seattle's a better team there.
We'll see. We'll pick that game. We will pick that game Sunday. We're going to go through them on Sunday. If you guys call in Sunday, we're going through them. More.
You got to find out the actual start time on that. It might be 9 in the morning.
Yeah,
Not-
I think it probably
I'm
is.
showing game time is 1:00.
That's what it shows in my book, too. But
Well,
usually
here's
those-
the thing.
Those over-the-sea games are at 9.
Yeah, but the thing is that if it's starting here at 1, that means it starts there at 7. It'll be 7 there. They're 6 hours up. 6 or 7.
No, he's right. Usually that London game is like an 8 or 9 o'clock game,
9.
and then so it's weird. I mean, maybe they're moving it to prime time. What's the time difference?
6 hours, depending on the time.
6
of
hours.
use.
Which way though?
Or 7.
So
Up.
what time's a 1:00 game?
It's up. It'll be 7 there.
7
It'll be-
p.m.?
or 8. It'll be 8.
So they're making it a
That's
prime
interesting
time
thing.
game in London.
It's Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be a primetime game in London. It'll be 8 o'clock there.
interesting.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
Yeah, I'd double-check it, though, for the picks anyway.
We'll definitely do that. I mean, if I got to get up early and say, "Hey, yo," but it don't. I mean, our show's at 10:30, so you know, make sure you
Yeah.
got cell coverage ready to go, or else you guys are gonna have to borrow. Detroit Dupes.
Yeah.
We allowed him in, Rocco. He found a little little opening in the door. And we just left it a cracked open to see if he would take it, and he took it. He came in with his shoulders buttered up and squeezed right through that small opening.
He shimmied right on it.
He shimmied in, and so what we did, Rocco, since he is a primo brother, is we let him come right up with you. So anything you guys are right on cue right now. And I will say, you guys got the lead over Chris and I. Now, don't get any funny ideas. All of a sudden, I turn on the internet and I see, hey, live, the Primo Brothers. You guys are coming out there. One of you got the headband on and the other one's got 1980s gym shorts on. Come on.
Now you're pushing it.
Because I won't do anything without the tall tube socks with 3 stripes.
The tall tube socks are coming back, man. They're coming back. So if you don't have a pair, I can eBay you a pair. But the tall tube socks are coming back. I see some kids wearing them.
Nice.
Remember that back in the day, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Man, we would cut those socks. They had the red and white or blue and white. We'd cut them and we'd make them as wristbands. Yeah. That's the way it was back in the day.
Flash boxing gloves.
Yeah, we'd have them damn socks way up to our knees, man, and we'd have our shirts cut in half. That's when half shirts were big. That's coming back too. But you ain't gonna catch me wearing a half shirt.
No, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, I usually these days, man, I got like crumbs in my belly button, and it's embarrassing.
All right.
It is a 6 p.m. game in London.
6
So
p.m.
Is it a 5-hour difference?
No, it should be a minimum of 6 hour difference to 7 hours. 6 to 7 hour difference. So it means they're going to start it at noon. They're going to start the game at noon.
The Giants are driving. The Giants are on the 11, 10, or 15
Here we go
yard
right
line.
now. Shotgun for Eli Manning. Eli Manning drops back.
Here comes the fumble.
Here comes the rush. Throws the pass. It looks like he's going to be about 4 yards short
Sterling
of the
Shepard.
first down. And what do we got? We got 10 minutes still left. It's going to be 3rd and 7, guys. Stay with me here. I've been wanting to do this forever. Play by play. New York Giants driving into the Eagles zone here. It's going to be a 3rd and 7. And I think what they're going to do here. What do you think they're going to do? 3rd and 7.
You know, being there's going to be a turnover.
You know what
There's
they're
going to be a turnover.
No. Here we go. Peyton Manning, shotgun.
Peyton Manning, he's
Eli Manning. He drops back.
He's throwing pizzas.
Throws it up. Oh, that's pass interference. Where's the flag?
No flag?
No flag.
You're kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
Shepard just got run over. Okay? Run over. And there's no flag. Here's the replay. Look at this.
Run over Eli?
No, it was the receiver.
You know, Mike Timlin got fined $10,000 for saying that the officiating has been horrible. And I get that you can't say bad things about the officials, but he is right. That was a horrible call. That's an atrocious call. They got to kick a field goal because of it. That's the refs taking the game out of the hands of the players, and that's just not right.
All right, we're going for a field goal here. It's a 33-yarder. Snaps it. It's up, and it's right through the uprights and good. 7-3, the Eagles.
That makes me mad.
They should. They should.
And I got the Eagles in this.
Yeah, it should make you mad. All right, guys, before we get out of here, first and foremost, it's been a pleasure having the Primo Brothers on here. You know, it's so funny because I went on the YouTube one and I seen all these comments that Detroit Dupes, and what a great name, Detroit Dupes. I mean, I've known that name since I was probably 7, 8 years old. I don't know what it means, but I know who it is. So when I go on the YouTube thing and it didn't lock in right away, and I seen DET Dupes, and I was sitting there looking like, what? And I went, Detroit Dupes. I know who it is. I don't know what it means, but I know who it is.
Yeah, that's been his fantasy team for years.
Detroit Dupes?
Detroit Dupes.
That's been his fantasy team. We're talking about Mario, so you know, Chris, that Mario goes by the nickname of Dupes. And, Rocco's kids actually call him Uncle Dupes. So,
Yeah.
And next year, Johnny, you're gonna have to think of a fantasy name for you because we're gonna have to start a fantasy league with our callers and us.
oh, I've already got a fantasy name, dude.
That would
Already.
be awesome.
It's my fantasy is umbrellas and grapes. That's my
What is it?
fantasy name.
Oh, I thought it was Billy Bush Billy Sims over the bush. The Billy Sims is over the bushes.
You see how that can sound wrong right away? Billy Bush. I mean,
This show's slowly going downhill with
it's Billy Sims.
with Mario and Eli Manning or whoever it was he said.
It's Billy Sims over the bush.
Yeah,
Now we're
that's what I
talking.
said.
I think we should change Billy Sims over the hedge.
Over the hedge.
Over the
Yeah, that's good.
hedge.
Over the hedge. All right.
You know what's hilarious, guys, is I was watching the football and a stat came up with Billy Sims. I could not believe a stat came up with Billy Sims, and it had to do with rushing yards and the first so many games. He was up there with Barkley. They were saying something about how many, I think, 100-yard games you had your first so many 4 games or something. And Billy Sims was in there on that stat.
Nice.
Yeah, it was kind of ironic. You guys getting the kids to play Billy Sims over the hedge?
Nope.
You know, some of those games that we played
Oh.
as kids completely they're lost forever, man. Kick the can stay around, tag can stay around, stick ball in the street can stay around, but Billy Sims over the hedge is gone.
All right.
It's gone.
Like you said, stickball too. Another one.
No, stickball's not gone. We played it the other day. We're outside in the.
Hey,
How about kickball?
no, look, check this out. The other about 4 weeks ago, Chris was over, and his daughter was there, and she's on softball. His daughter's 16 years old, and she's a new up and coming star here in softball. Girl works for it too. So check it out. Chris, we're sitting there playing around outside. Chris opens up his trunk, and he busts out like maybe a 28-ounce aluminum bat and a tennis ball, okay?
Nice.
And there it was. So we're in front of my place, and there was a van at the end of the street about, I'd say, 70 yards out.
At least. Yeah.
And so basically, we were home run derby. You know, and you had so many outs you had to get, and it was fun. And I was whipping that tennis ball in there to him. It's weird because I could probably slam dunk a basketball right now. My arm is about 4 inches longer. I mean, it's just crazy. My arm is so long that I did not even have to lift sideways when I was on the toilet. It was the weirdest thing ever. But
This show's going down.
my arm's about 4 inches longer right now. It's just crazy. When I reached in the refrigerator, I was standing straight up.
Throwing some heat, huh?
You know, I reached into the stove to grab my stuff out. I didn't even bend over. I just went in for the tray. It was the craziest thing ever. So, anyway, stickball is not dead by any means. As a matter of fact, we talked about getting a stickball league.
Sean, you just missed this
And
play.
streaming it. Talk to me, Chris. Talk to me.
Wentz dropped back, deflected off somebody, and I think it was Algahor, just picked it out of nowhere and ran for another 20, 30 yards.
Okay, here's the replay. Wentz drops back,
He hit it. Oh, it got
throws it
deflected.
right up the middle
Got
to a guy
deflected.
who's covered.
Got his arm.
Oh,
down.
it got deflected. And the ball's in the air in slow motion. Can you guys? Oh, gee,
come
thanks.
on.
Thanks,
It-
guys. All right, here we go. Live play. Wentz in the shotgun position. Lifts the left foot up, ready for the snap. Takes the snap. He's rolled to his left. Throws the ball up. Oh, it's almost intercepted.
And there's going to be pass interference on it.
Wow, that was close. There's a flag on the play. Oh, great. I need something to happen here. Anyway, guys, check it out.
Hey, Hey, you want to spice that stick ball up? Chop that tennis ball in half.
Chop the tennis. Oh, chop the tennis. Hell no. You know what? We were playing one time. We were playing stickball, and we had a wiffle ball, and you guys threw some tape on it or something, so it would throw like a mean curveball, right?
Yeah.
And I swung so hard on that ball like 5 times, and I missed it every time. I couldn't figure it out. I'd never seen a curveball before. We're playing stickball, and I got a curveball coming in there like something I've never seen before. I was so mad. I waited till you guys went inside. You guys were watching a movie, eating popcorn, and I went in to your side door. You had a screen door, and the bottom was knocked out of it, okay? I don't know why, but it was. So I was so mad. I went to the side door, and you had the bottom of your screen out. I grabbed my St. Bernard, and you guys were all in the living room, and I let my St. Bernard right in through your house, okay? Right where the cats were. Sylvester was in there right by the popcorn bowl. And my St. Bernard come in there like Cujo, and I ran around to the front bushes, and I'm peeking through popcorn with everything. It was the best redemption that I ever had, and we never saw a curveball and stickball again.
Right.
That's a good one.
I think we're gonna have intern Isabella this Sunday, John.
We are.
John, you remember everything, dude.
Dude, I got a memory like an elephant for the good stuff. The good stuff. You start telling me about beds, I was telling me. I lived at 23044 Purdue. You got the wrong guy.
I'll tell you, John, watching the first 12 minutes of this game or 8 minutes of this game, if the Giants defense keeps putting the pressure on Wentz, the Giants are going to win this game. Wentz is not getting the ball off. I've seen three pressures here, and they're getting to him and hitting his arm before he can throw it.
There comes that pick six.
Get him. Yeah, I got a great memory, but like I said, people try to say, hey, remember that time in the neighborhood and this and this and that? And I say, look, that wasn't me. That was Lawson. That was Fredrickson. That wasn't me. That was Fredrickson. That was Lawson. That was Paul Lawson. It wasn't me. My address is 23044 Purdue. Get it straight. And I got blamed for many things that little Fredrickson did.
What? How
Sawed-off little bastard.
What was Odell Beckham's injury last year? Does anybody remember?
Yeah, he broke his ankle
He broke his ankle?
or his leg. Did
Why
Beckham
is he
break his leg last year, guys?
Yeah, Beckham was a leg.
Yeah.
Why is he returning punts?
Well, they said that he was in the grocery store this week and that he pulled his groin on aisle number 7. So
Slipped on a piece of lettuce.
yeah, he slipped on a piece of lettuce.
Hey, what was Kamara doing returning punts? That was a weird one, too.
They would seem to want to go with Ingram in that game. He got a lot of touches there, and he got all the goal line touches. I have Kamara in one of my leagues, and like I said, it cost me my game by him not getting the ball at all.
All right, but it was just weird seeing him returning punts. Like,
Yeah.
What the hell are they thinking?
It's a strange league this year, man. It's a strange league. I think
it comes down to the locker room again. Like the guy that usually returns punts, he went up to him and said, I'll punch you in your stomach right in front of your locker, and I'll take a picture of it when I do it and put it on Instagram. Now I'm returning punts, I said.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
He's the best player they got. So I don't know.
I'm telling you that returner started feeling like Joe over there on Tulane.
But I've seen star receivers do it too. I mean, it's weird.
What do you say?
I've seen a lot of star receivers return punts too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, but I just had never seen him do it before, so I just thought it was pretty strange.
Yeah, that is strange. All right, guys, we're going to start to wrap it up here. Before we wrap it up, in closing, is there a particular game that you guys are really looking forward to this Sunday? Rocco, you first.
Chicago.
You looking forward to that Chicago game?
Yep, I want to see if that was just a fluke with Trubisky or if they're all defense. Because
Who they playing?
I mean, nobody's running away with the division yet. It's the Bears. The defense isn't going to carry them all the way.
I believe that. There's just no way.
Who they playing?
At Miami.
Yep.
Miami's pissy mad, I bet too. So.
Yeah, but they're not as good as everybody thinks they are. I think you're right. I think that'll be interesting to see because Chicago's also coming off a bye week, having 10 days to, 14 days or what is it, 14 days to figure it all out too.
How hot is it down there?
It's warm.
Yeah.
It was muggy. When that hurricane came by us, it cooled us off a little bit. It took, the humidity out. You could feel a little cooler. But the good thing is that we have some really cool mornings coming our way. I'll probably have to break out a long sleeve shirt.
Guys, let me read you down. These are the games that I think will be interesting games tomorrow. And if you ask me that question, John,
tomorrow it'll be Sunday.
Sunday. I think the number one on your list would be that KC New England game is obviously going to be my number one pick. But there's some others that are really.
Sorry, Chris. Eli just got stripped. Now they must have recovered it. They're on the 1 yard line trying to fight out. Barkley took the ball and pounded it right in their mouth. Go ahead, Chris.
So Tampa at Atlanta is going to be a shootout. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati is going to be a black and blue game. Seattle Oakland will be a good game. I think Chicago Miami are right there. Carolina at Washington should be a good game. Los Angeles at Denver, Jacksonville, Dallas, Baltimore, Tennessee could be a really good game. And then the KC New England is a game that, a lot of people will be watching. That's really a game that should be a fun game to watch, that Kansas City New England game.
I think
Here we go.
Tennessee hasn't given up a running touchdown all year yet.
Who hasn't?
Tennessee.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Tennessee.
That's pretty impressive. Somebody's got a run defense, huh?
Yeah.
Mario,
what's the game you're looking forward to watching?
That is a good one, Baltimore, Tennessee. And I think Baltimore has that's like a big brother, little brother type game. Baltimore's the big brother, so.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking forward to the Bucks game too. And the reason why I'm looking forward to the Bucks game is because I want to see what I already believe. And what I believe is that Jameis is a joke. And he has no accuracy on the deep ball while we're loaded up with receivers that want to go deep. So you're going to see it unfold very fast there with that game because the receivers are going to be sitting there with a long face on the bench wondering why all of a sudden they're not having so much fun anymore.
Yeah, I take it back what you said before about his picks with Mike Evans. I don't think I'd play him. I think they quit, and I think it might be 35-0 at half, Atlanta.
It's interesting though because what could happen, and I'm telling you right now, if I was the GM, I almost have to believe it was upstairs the GM that took Fitz out, and the reason why I would think that is if they're going to try to deal Jameis. Because he's due $20 million next year. So if they're smart, they'll do the nickel and dime and get his stats up there and then dump him. Nickel and dime, 5-yard, 10-yard passes all the way down the field. Get his stats up there, let him throw and go 30 for 40 for 300 yards, and then you ditch him.
Since when do we start talking about trades in the NFL?
We talk about them when you get a season like this.
Yeah, I guess so. But, it used to be that there were never trades in season in the NFL.
All right.
The only team that would do it with the Patriots they always seem to find somebody crazy.
If you talk about Cracker Jacks, you'll say, the New England Patriots eat Cracker Jacks before every game.
It's all about the money now.
It is all about the money, Rocco. Yeah. We've seen it happen in the NBA. We've seen it happen in baseball. Now we've seen it happen in the NBA, and now it's starting to happen in football.
No loyalty.
Where's that game? New England, KC.
At New England, 8 o'clock on Sunday night.
Hey, do you guys watch basketball, NBA?
No.
No,
Not really.
no. You would if it was the Detroit Bad Boys of late, right?
They're so bad.
I'll tell you what. Let me give you guys a little test right now. The Detroit Bad Boys. Name 5 players from that team and their nickname.
Vinny Johnson, the microwave,
Woo!
Lambeer.
You didn't give me his nickname.
I'm thinking.
I know it.
The human punching bag.
Yep, punch me in the face, Bill Lambier. Rocco, give me a nickname.
How about this? Buddha.
How about which one was the worm? Was it John Staley or Dennis Rodman?
Yeah,
Mahorn.
the Worm,
Mahorn.
Rodman,
Zeke.
Zeke.
Wasn't Isaiah Thomas? Didn't they call him Zeke?
Yep,
Yeah. Vinny Johnson, the microwave.
Yep.
yep.
How about Boston Boy pulling out the Zeke one? Come on, give me some props there.
Was Spider-Man Sally on that?
That was him. It was Spider-Man Sally. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who was the other one?
Who was the other ones that you had? Well, if we keep going way back, we had Kelly Tripucka.
What about
What was Kelly
Dumars?
Tripucka's number?
Rainbow.
Oh, Joey
Rainbow
Dumars.
I don't know if he had a nickname, but he had that rainbow shot.
What was Kelly Tripucka's number?
57.
Nice try.
23.
Nice try.
Who cares?
0.
Number 7, Kelly Tripucka. What
Number
was
7.
John Sally's
That
number?
was close.
John
Staley,
Sally.
10.
Number 22, John Sally. Dennis
Dennis
Rodman was number
Rodman.
10.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, jeez.
One.
Don't say it. Ah.
I'm giving you a hint if you're watching the show. If you're not watching the show, you need mouthwash. His number was 11. Number 11. Guys, I'm a numbers guy. I remember numbers.
What's the reference? 11 in mouthwash.
Mouthwash is if you're not watching my show, you got SH mouth. SH mouth. That's the reference. If you're not watching my show, you need mouthwash. Because you got SH mouth.
Come on.
That's my clean way of saying, the POOP,
Gotcha.
Right.
the SH mouth. And I try not to have an SH mouth on this show. I brushed my teeth twice and mouthwash before I came on here. My mouth is clean.
Keep it clean.
I'm trying, man. And you know that is not easy sometimes.
What's going on with that game? I don't get it.
Right now, you got the Eagles rushing into, and they're made it to the 2-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Yeah.
Yep. Look at the score again. Look at this, guys, leaning sideways. Wow.
So I think Chris called it, right? Philly gets up quick, and the Giants don't have a chance.
Yeah. I don't think the Giants can come back from a 2-touchdown lead against this team.
Let's stick with it right here and see what they do here, and then we're gonna finally call this show. I love a show like this Thursday show. You just open it up and let it go, man. Open it up and let it go. Here we go. Wentz in the
score in that
shotgun.
game?
Snap. Hands the ball off.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Who got it? Clement.
Clement. Touchdown.
There he is. What is it? 14-0.
It's about ready to be
Yeah.
14-3. 14-3. Got to make that extra point. Eli just parted his hair to the side. I don't know why, but he just parted his hair to the side, so I think he's mad. We might see something happen.
Is he alone?
No, he wasn't. He was like serious. Like he lowered his eyebrows and bit his lip and parted his hair to the side.
Uh-oh.
He's
Things are about
mad,
to
dude.
get real.
He is mad, dude. Wouldn't that be hilarious if he got mad and went out there like really mad? You know, Hey guys, do you believe that people are telling Eli that he needs to step up in the locker room?
Do I think he needs to?
No, I mean people are saying that to him, but I mean, where does that guy come from? I mean, all of a sudden he's just that guy?
Right, yeah, he's never been like that. They can't expect that from him.
You know, how does he? I mean, how is he all of a sudden that guy?
I don't know. Probably because they think that he has no control with the way Beckham is, and
Yeah,
but you know, who knows?
you just don't become that guy. That'd be like me all of a sudden being really shy and quiet and sitting in a corner somewhere. Oh, hi. What's your name? John.
Right.
Not gonna happen.
No, he's just never been that way.
He has never been that way. And if you've never been that way, you're not just gonna mysteriously show up and go like this. I should catch the football. It's not gonna happen.
Especially at the very end of your career.
Right. And is he at the end, Rocco?
They can't keep him around if he's not doing shit.
Yeah.
What has he done? You
Well,
know?
Rocco.
What has he done for me lately?
Rocco, you're right, and I like that. What have you done for me lately? Little Paula Abdul for you. Rocco, I love the fact that you referred to the movie It, and you told everybody to be quiet before you said it. You said shh, and then you referred to the movie It. But just call it SH. Just call it SH.
I didn't even realize it.
No, I like it. It was a Freudian slip, and I like Freudian slips. Hey, we don't have a rating, do we, Chris? We're
family friendly.
Yeah, we're gonna monitor ourselves. If we have Freudian slips, it's okay. We're gonna monitor ourselves.
All right.
We need a button like wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need a button.
Gotta get some drops.
We do.
I'll be honest. I'm one of the biggest potty mouth people you know.
Yeah,
and I've actually been pretty good.
He's done the mouthwash before he's come in here. I wasn't going to say anything when I first met him, but when you say potty mouth, we're not talking about number one. We're talking about number two. You know, kind of like where you turn sideways when someone's talking to you. You know. Yeah, potty mouth is right. But he's been good. We got a little mouthwash sitting right underneath the desk here.
It takes a little control, huh?
It does take some control. You know, I never listened to it when I was a kid. Make sure you brush your teeth in the morning and before you go to bed. But I believe it clearly now. Keep it clean.
Two things surprise me on this show. One, that I haven't really been dropping F-bombs and S-bombs. The other one is that I haven't had a drink on it other than water.
I don't know about that. He has a cup, and it's gone. It's empty now. It disappeared. He started out with a cup. I don't know if I believe him if he's drinking or not on this show.
I don't drink the hard stuff. I only drink beer and wine.
I don't know. You guys know I don't drink, but I really don't need to. I mean, I can be just as wild and crazy as any drunk you know.
You need to drink decaf.
Rocco, you're a testament to that. Do you remember when I was at your house a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Anybody would have walked in that garage with me, you, and Cliff, they would have thought I was wasted, right or wrong.
Oh, for sure.
And I was the sober one. What's that?
For sure at 4 a.m.
Right. I was the sober. Anybody would have walked in there, they would have thought I was the one that was lit up. But I was actually the instigator. Have you had enough? Well, we got to get Cliff on the show. Have you had enough? He's going, have you had enough? Have you had enough?
He had a good time. That was fun.
And that's the song. Have you had enough of the good times?
Right.
The good times. That was a good time. Did he sing it last weekend?
What's that?
Did he sing it last weekend?
He mentioned it. He mentioned how much money he had.
All right, we're gonna have to get him on the show. We got to do a late night show. That's what we got to do. Yeah, we got to do that.
This is our late night show.
You're right, but I think that Chris, like
I got bedtime. I gotta go home and go to bed.
It ain't happening, dude. It ain't happening.
Donna's watching the show, and she knows when we're going to be done.
Donna, we're headed over to Johnny's.
Belated happy birthday present to you. I won't be home right away.
Belated happy birthday, Donna. Belated happy birthday. Is it belated? It was yesterday, right?
Yeah, Donna's was yesterday, and then Isabella's is today.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How come you... Isabella, our intern.
I was waiting for final thoughts.
Happy. I can't now. You let it... Isabella, the world-famous #1 intern on Leap Alive. Happy birthday, young lady. Sweet 16. Chris, you're in trouble. Chris, take your... We'll do it in a second when we close it out. You got that picture?
Yeah.
We're going to take that picture and put it up. Chris is in big trouble, guys. He's got a beautiful 16-year-old daughter now.
I'm so proud of her. It's her birthday today. She had softball practice for the high school where they scrimmaged and they won that game. And then right after that game, she had to get in the car and drive to her travel team softball. So she's working hard at her softball, getting good grades, and turned into a great little 16-year-old daughter for me.
Absolutely, 100%. And I'll tell you this right now. A lot of times you look at this generation of kids and you get a little worried, but I'm actually very happy, proud, and everything to say that everybody on this show tonight has awesome kids. You guys are all doing a great job. Mario, your daughter, what a sweetheart. She's 17, right? Claudia? Was it something I said? You know what happened? Detroit Dupes is out of the show.
Yeah, the phone died.
The phone died. But Rocco, you can speak for him. You know your niece Claudia's a sweetheart.
Yeah. She's 16. She'll be 17 in March.
Oh, so look at that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You guys got kids the same age. And
just keep your son away from my daughter.
Rocco's son his son is turning some heads now. Little stud. But he's only 15, right, Rocco?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 15. And then your daughter, Juliana, is how old?
She's 11. She'll be 12.
11 going on 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. 100%.
Yep, 11 going on 18. All right, so yeah, good, Chris, that you did that. Was your daughter driving by herself today?
No.
Okay. All right, Rocco, we're gonna wrap this up and we're gonna go turn in and watch some football stuff. So, man, thanks for hanging out for the whole show, man. Your Detroit Dupes is gonna think he got dissed. He's gonna think he got dissed.
He didn't plan ahead, did he?
No, that was me. My phone died.
It's Chris's phone that died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he didn't plan ahead either.
Yeah, I didn't. So, Donna, when I don't call, I'll tell you I'm at Johnny's. Hope you watched the show to the end. If you didn't, that's why I'm not home.
Rocco, we'll talk to you this weekend, man.
All right, sounds good.
Have a good week, man.
All right, you too. See you guys.
Take care, man.
All right, bye.
All right, Chris. I mean, I don't even know if we have anybody that stayed with us this long, but you know what? This is a show for the fans, and when you get fans on, that's what it's all about. And just ride it. So anyway, guys, here we go. In closing, we're going to wrap this whole little thing up here as we should. Let's go in here and see what we got. If you have not yet liked us on Facebook, go to Leap Alive on Facebook and like us on Facebook. If you missed the show and you're going to see this, I'll replay it on Facebook. You might find it on YouTube. The best place to go to watch the show, because you get all the extras, is at leapalive.com. When you get to leapalive.com, make sure, if you want to be part of the show, to register. There's a register button. You can see it clear as day. Register to, Chris, I'm so sorry, too. I'm saying this right now that your phone died because we were going to put a picture up of Isabella for her birthday, and your phone died.
You have it in yours.
In my phone, because you texted to me?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Oh, we're gonna put
the chicken one.
Hang on a second, guys. If you have not yet, there it is, right there.
Look out! He's up and moving.
It's Chris's daughter's birthday. Okay. Oh,
They won't.
Unfortunately, it's because of the focus of my camera. You're not going to be able to see it very good. There she is with the chicken. I wish I could have put that. If I would have been thinking earlier, we would have had that up there.
What about that cord you had to plug in?
It won't show. It just won't show it.
That's all right.
Anyway.
Well, we'll show it to you on Sunday when she's here,
we'll
so we
show
can
it.
really embarrass her.
That'll really embarrass her. So once you're on the Leap Alive site, guys, leapalive.com, it's all the extras. It's the best place to watch the show because we have a lot of extras. You're going to see a lot of things happening at leapalive.com. I'm encouraging everybody to go to leapalive.com. The reason why is because in just a few short weeks, we're launching our independent music, which means you'll be able to Bluetooth your phone, okay? Bluetooth your phone in your car when you're driving down the road and listen to fresh music only heard here on Leap Alive. All independent, unsigned, amazing artists are going to be on Leap Alive, okay? Another thing you're going to get at night, 5 days a week, you're going to have independent films, okay? You'll be able to go right from your smart TV, leapalive.com, and watch independent films from some of the best independent filmmakers in the world. I'm not saying the country, in the world. That's coming very soon. That's why you got to get on leapalive.com. You've got to get there, okay? And if you know anybody you want to register to have their music or movie played, you can send them our way. Anyway, that's an important thing I wanted to share with you. Stay involved. It's growing every day. Chris, in closing.
Hey, this game looks like it's going to be a good game. 14-3 right now. Give a shout out to my wife for her birthday yesterday and my daughter.
Happy birthday, Donna.
Happy birthday, Donna and Isabella.
Happy birthday, Isabella.
And we'll see you guys at Johnny's Tap House if you're in the area.
That Chris just told it right there. That we're going to Johnny's Tap House.
Was I not supposed to say that?
No, we're going there. We're going to Johnny's. I'll meet you there. We're going to Johnny's right now. Okay, so we mixed up studios today, but we are going up to Johnny's, and I'm going to get, I'm getting the bacon blue burger. Oh my God. And you know what I'm going to get? Classic to go with it. I'm going with some tater tots. Chris,
I'm getting a salad.
You get a, yeah, right.
Get a salad.
Right. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll give you 2 tater tots.
All right.
Okay, to put on your salad. Guys, have an awesome rest of your week. We'll be thinking about everybody, really thinking about everybody. Our emotions are all on our sleeve this week. For everybody that's been damaged by this hurricane, it's devastating. And I may even end up for some stress relief up there, doing anything I can to help. I've been checking my schedule. It's very hard for me right now not to go to see a way that I can help in any way that I can, because it's devastation and there's not enough emergency, FEMA, the National Guard. There's not enough personnel when it comes to stuff like this. More help that they get there in the area of Panama Beach and the Mexico beach. What was it? The Mexican beach it was?
Yeah.
It just got slaughtered. It's really, really horrible to see. But anyway, any way that anybody can help, whether you're doing it through Red Cross, whether a lot of people here in Florida, because they know it all too well of what it's like. They actually get together. They'll have a drop-off point, and a U-Haul will go up there with supplies and stuff like that. So it's another good way you can help. There's so many different ways to help. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of these ways on Facebook. Guys, if you can help in any way, in a way that you're comfortable with, help. If you can help in labor, there's a lot of people that can help in labor help. I know there's a lot of people that look for work. You can go for a minimal amount. You can go there and you can really do something that's going to put a couple bucks in your pocket and also help a lot of people out right now. It's devastating there right now. So again,
well said, John. Well said.
Our emotions are on our sleeves. We know it all too well living here in Florida. It's devastation. It turns your stomach when you see stuff like this. Mother Nature, there's no sympathy when it comes to Mother Nature. And I hear it a lot of time. People say, why don't you heed the warnings? Why don't you this? A lot of people simply can't do that. They don't have, first of all, there's not enough emergency personnel to evacuate some of the elderly, some of the people that don't have the financial funds to leave or whatever. And then even the time, you wait too long, you just can't. So anyway, we're thinking about you there in the path of the destruction. I'm going to leave it at that because many people got affected by Hurricane Michael. So we're thinking about everybody in the path of destruction, and we're hoping for a quick recovery for you all. And anybody that can do anything to help, do so. If you're able to help, do so just simply because you can. We'll see everybody on the next show, and that next show is 10:30 a.m. We'll be live 10:30 a.m. talking football. We will see you then. Lipa Live is out.
Go Red Sox.
Go Red Sox is right.